G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. Well, after 16 months of being on Pop! OS, I've decided to jump ship and I've built my own ISO. I have built 3 of them, an XFCE, a Gnome and a Cinnamon. Now this is my Gnome build right here, installed on my main system, and I'm going to go through some things, some of my bash scripts that I've set up. Now I haven't used these bash scripts to set up this system before. That was the whole reason why I made them, especially the Coles admin one. And as you can see, I'm actually recording in my home folder, because a big mistake I've made before is just purely out of habit selecting the videos folder, and then while I'm actually recording and showing you guys what I'm doing, one of the first things I normally do is delete the home folders and link them to the ones on the data drive. So that and then I normally delete my video. I have to retrieve it back from trash and it's a bit of a chore to get it up and running again, because it's a broken link within the video, so I've got to run it through Handbrake. So starting from scratch, we go to our files. There's an EZarcher link here, scripts there, and I have a PCTLC README, which I will open with text. Now what it'll say here is, I think I've shown you this before. I've changed it slightly. So copy and paste. Let's see. First, navigate to your home scripts folder. So instead of having, actually, I need a new window, don't I? Instead of having all these files, all these script files being sprawled all over the home folder here, I've made a folder called scripts, and that's already there. It's built in with the ISO when it's spun up. So I'm going to open scripts, which is what this recommends. Navigate to your home scripts folder, right click in space and select open in terminal. So that's what we're going to do, open in terminal. And I'm going to copy these things here, copy and paste the following to terminal to make the files executable. So we're going to do that first. Copy that, paste, password. And then we're going to copy all those over into the scripts folder. And there they are. And then we can run any of these scripts here. All you have to do is anything with a ./ will run any of these scripts. I've got a small write up here of what it does. Now this Coles admin does quite a fair bit. Some of it's very personal for my system. So that's how I've set it up. I probably should have, let's just copy that, paste it in there and run that. And that's increased the size of that. And I think if we go Control Shift, we'll just blow that up a bit. You guys watching this video are going to be are going to share this first time experience with me, because I've set up all of these auto mount data drive. I haven't tried this on this main system. I've only tried it out in Virtualbox. So if we have a look at this Coles admin, some of these ones are personal to me. The auto mount, change the owner permissions on the data drive, remove the home folders. That's in Ubuntu. Remove home folders in Arch, because they're slightly different commands. So if we have a look here, where's the remove home? So there's a trash command here that just trashes those home folders. And so that command is different in Arch as opposed to Ubuntu. So I've got all those things happening, and then create the links from the data drive, which is D. So creating the links to this one here is evolution I've done that one as well, which should hopefully have all the calendar stuff in there that I want. I'm not sure if I have to still connect it up to Google Drive or whatever, or my Google account, which is what I first did. Yes, I did that with online accounts, so I'm not sure whether that'll still have that information. I'm hoping it will, because the calendar in Gnome actually saves under evolution. That's what it does. So then I've got copy all icons from data drive, and then I've got the GitHub ones. Now the GitHub ones work fine because I've done them many times. I haven't done from the data drive yet, so that'll be interesting. And then I've got create Firefox link, create Thunderbird link, sign in first. So I will sign into Thunderbird before I link it. I will definitely do that. And that doesn't work otherwise. You definitely got to be signed into Thunderbird first. So there's all these things here. Now it gets so these are all relevant to the data drive that I've got, and then some of these are not. Install Trizon. I think Eznix took Trizon out and then he put it back in again, so it's actually there. So I'll just put a comment here: installed on PCTLC EZarch. So there's no need to install it, and then you can install Google Chrome from the AUR. Install Popsicle USB Flasher. That's quite a good little flashing tool that I've been using in Pop OS, so I thought I'd install that on here. I've got a Virtualbox install, Virtualbox USB support on host machine, on the guest machine, Virtualbox extension pack install. Now that'll probably change if they update that, but I just thought I'd do that anyway for convenience for myself. Install YouTube DL and install Web Manager from Linux Mint. So a lot of this is personal to me. Some of these I probably should make in another bash script, but that's fine. People can just, if people use this, they can just choose what they want to use. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to auto mount my data drive, and hopefully this all works. So here we go. Please exit the menu and reboot before continue. Okay, yeah, I missed that. So let's exit the menu to start with. So I need to reboot before I continue. So we're going to do that and we'll come back. Okay, so we are back. So let's continue that. Let's go into our scripts folder and right click and open in terminal. Arrow up for the last command, and let's do it. So we're going to change the permissions on the data drive that I just did. So let's do that. C, remove home folders. So let's just see if that data drive has worked. And as you can see, it's auto mounted. So by rights, we should be able to go into this data drive and create a folder. See new folder. So I know the permissions have worked. That's all good. Happy with that. So now we need to remove home folders, C. So let's watch this as we do that. See how we go. So remove home folders, C. Well, it didn't remove them, did it? Silly me. I'm not even reading my own menu. I need to remove home folders in Arch, which is number 1. Getting a bit excited here with this, I must say. So let's do that. So by rights, that should have installed trash CLI, which it didn't. So let's see why that is. Let's open a new window and run sudo pacman -S trash -CLI. Well, silly me, should have had an update in there first, shouldn't I? Let's just exit that for a minute. I always forget that I should do updates before I do anything, so let's do that. I need a terminal in the favorites here. I haven't done an update. You should always do an update first in Arch before you do anything. So let's do a sudo pacman -S I need to sync the mirrors first. And also somebody's in the shower, which makes a bit of noise, so I might just hold off on the video till that shower is done. Alright, so we'll do an update and I'll let that run, and maybe I'll just silence out the background noise. Okay, so my gut instinct was to cancel that because it was very slow, and I should have done that because we had a too slow, less than 1 bytes per second transferred. So what I should have done is gone to my scripts first, open up the EZmaint, open in terminal ./EZmaint, which is eznix's script. Oh, I've got to run it as root. It's su ./EZmaint. That's eznix's script, and that's got some maintenance to be done within Arch. So let's blow that up a little bit. I want to regenerate the mirror list. That's what I think I need to do. Number 8. Let's do that. Okay, so mirror list has been regenerated. So let's exit that. All I've done is installed it. I've done nothing else. The very first thing I should have done straight off the bat was update. I just got a little bit excited about using my scripts and seeing how they worked. But that's what I should have done first. So I'm going to open the terminal again and run another update. Hopefully that's sorted. Okay, so that seems to be running better. Time will tell. So let's update that. And there we go. Although it's probably downloaded most things anyway, but that was pretty quick. And that's done. So anybody watching, just remember, upgrade your system first before you do anything. I'm going to reboot. Since there was a kernel upgrade in that, I will reboot the system and then we'll come back and then attempt this again. Okay, so we're back in the system again. That's probably a lesson for everybody really at the end of the day to upgrade first before, or update and upgrade before you do anything. I normally do. Just getting a bit excited about all this. So let's open this in terminal and do my Coles admin. And let's do that. So now hopefully what I wanted to do will work. So we'll open up, we'll just go to this one and we'll go to the home folder. And what I want to do is remove home folders. We're in Arch, so that's number 1. So let's do that. Password, now it's going to install the trash CLI. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll run the remove home folders command. And there's the home folders gone. So that's worked. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we're going to create links from data drive to home. So we're going to do D. And there's my links straight up. So this all takes me a lot of time to delete the home folders one by one, create the links, rename them. And this is how I used to do it. This is just an instantaneous. So I'm pretty happy with that. So now what I want to do is copy all icons from data drive. So let's see if that works. So let's go to tweaks first. Let's do that. And let's just have a look at what we've got in here. So I've got Quokka Win Dark already. And I've got all my icons there as well. That's, oh yes, because I put them on the system, didn't I? So I didn't have to so I don't have to worry about copying. So I still don't know if that works because I actually built it into the ISO, so I don't have to worry about that. That's fine. I'm pretty sure that will work anyway. So now I need to create Firefox link from data drive. So what I think I'll do is I'll open Firefox first, I think is best. Should create a folder in the home folder. So if we look at, where are we? Show hidden files. .mozilla, there it is there. I don't know if it was there before I opened that. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, create Firefox link from data drive. So let's go J. And now you can see that the link has been established. So now my Firefox should be up to speed and should have all my links, bookmarks and so forth in there. So there it is. There's all my bookmarks. Just like that. Beautiful. So what I might do is I might open my Thunderbird. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is sign in here, and then so I won't put this on camera obviously, but I'm just going to sign in and then I'll establish the link for that. Alright, so I can tell you that all my emails are there and up to date. So what I want to do now is hopefully once I establish the link for Thunderbird, everything should be set, including I think I had an extension there which was quite handy for the look of Thunderbird. So I'm going to create Thunderbird link. It's K, and you can see the .thunderbird at the bottom left hand corner of the file browser there. Looks like that link didn't work. Well, there you go. I don't know why, but I've got those commented out. I don't know why that would be, so I need to sort that out on my main bash script file, and I may have to respin the ISOs as well. Can't have that like that. So that's why that's not working. That was bizarre. I don't know why I've done that. So I don't know if I need to reopen this. Maybe I do. So let's exit that. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this, to make sure that everything works. Bizarre that that's commented out. I wouldn't even know why I would have done that, to be honest. Bizarre. So let's start that again and go back to the home folder, and we should see the Thunderbird link change hopefully this time. So we'll go K, and there's the Thunderbird link now. So I don't know why that was commented out. That's just bizarre. So now I can open Thunderbird. Let's cancel that. I don't know whether the theme that I had going is gonna stay or not. Oh yes, it is. So it keeps the theme. So that's all good. And that's all working as expected. So that's all good. The theme is there. I don't have to worry about redoing the theme in Thunderbird, so I'm pretty happy with that. So if you've been watching my videos, you probably know I use Google Chrome. So I've got Google Chrome Ubuntu base, install on Ubuntu base, or install Google Chrome with the AUR. So let's go O, see if that works. No, we don't want to edit. No, 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 no. My password. And proceed. Google Chrome installed. Now there should be a Chrome folder in here somewhere. Should be local Chrome, I think. Local share. So yeah, it's not there yet because I haven't opened it. So it's best that you open it first. And it'll probably come up here. Google Chrome, there it is there. So before you establish links, you are best to open them up so it creates this folder, which would have been the same for Firefox. Let's close that, and what we shall do is we'll check this out and make sure the link is working. So we need to create Google Chrome link from data drive. That's M. Let's do that. and there's the link's been established. So I probably should put in the menu open first. That's probably the best thing I can do. And I think I know why this Thunderbird one, I think I did that on purpose. I commented that out. The reason being is because I think if I run that and I haven't signed in first, it could mess things up. And I think that's why I've done that on purpose. And I can easily, because this is very much just personal to me anyway. So that doesn't matter whether that's working or not. Yeah, the create link from data drive, I think sign in first. That's probably why I've commented that out, just for that reason. Let's quickly go to tweaks. Let's give that a Quagga Win Dark. Now this WoW64 is not a bad icon. It's a bit Windows-esque, but I don't mind the Windows-esque, to be honest. Now the other thing we need to do is go to extensions and turn on the user, where is it? User themes, let's do that. And then we go back to tweaks, appearance, shell, and maybe make that either Quagga Dark or Arc Dark. Don't mind the Arc Dark actually on that, so let's do that. So I've done install Google Chrome. Let's try install Popsicle P. No password. I think it's the Rust one I did for that. Proceed with installation. So while that is installing, I'm going to have a look at this text editor again. Not sure about that theme, is a bit dark. Tango, Cobalt is probably better. Classic, Cobalt is definitely better. Kate, Oblivion, Solarized Light, Tango. Let's try Cobalt is okay for now. Now this would normally take me a lot quicker. There's a couple of things I probably need to do here is Coles admin, where it's written there, I probably should put update system first. And that will remind me. This is why I'm doing this, to remind me of all the things I need to install. The only thing I've missed out here is I normally use free file sync. Not real fussed about that at the moment, but I need to put little things there. This one here is sign in first, so because I put that there, that reminded me, so I can probably uncomment that in the original file and do that again. It's no big deal to change that anyway. Now let's just have a look through the system. Got some utilities there. Characters are already installed. So now that's that one there. I've got my Flatpak I'm going to show you as well. Now the characters I've got to install as a Flatpak. On my Pop OS, that was a Flatpak. So I wasn't sure whether GNOME pulled that in automatically or not, but it has done that on here. So that's all good. So I've got a few things. GIMP is already installed. Handbrake is already installed. I think eznix had that already. LibreOffice is already installed and will be up to date. Being an Arch system. I like these icons, they're quite nice. Google Chrome. So I probably need to do a little bit of housekeeping with the menu there. Not that I use it that much. Just normally do the press the super button and done for me. Start typing. But if you scroll your mouse, this will move right and left. I like that. That is a great idea. Absolutely great idea. I really like that. So this Popsicle is a very slow download. Must be the Git. I think it's Git. So it must be a bit of a slow website. It's probably a bit far away, I think. And also install Google Chrome, create the Google Chrome link. Should put there open first. The same with Thunderbird, sign in first, and Firefox. Create Firefox link, I should put open first as well. So just a couple little reminders within the menu is quite nice. So I'm not sure whether when it comes to VirtualBox, I've got this one here, host machine. This adds your user to VBox users. That gives you USB support. Then for the guest machine, you've got to add yourself to the VBox shared folder. Now, I don't know if that needs to be done to the host. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it needs to be done for the host machine or just for the guest machine. I cannot remember. It's probably a long 16 months I was running Pop! OS, so I don't know whether I run that command on here or not. Maybe I need to. Time will tell. I'll install VirtualBox and see how that goes. Now what I might do is try changing background picture, and we can add a picture, and I've got in user share backgrounds. I've got Charlie Henson and Carl Schneider. So Carl Schneider's got some really nice arch ones. The material Twilight is always a good one. Let's open that, set that. So there's Charlie Henson and Carl Schneider there. Charlie Henson, Carl Schneider. So you'll always find that I have links to a lot of YouTubers, and also these two guys here, Charlie Henson and Carl Schneider. They do some really great work on wallpapers, and they're always linked in the show notes. Geez, internet must be really bad around here today. Really slow. And put in my password. And proceed with installation. And Popsicle USB flasher installed. Now we're going to install VirtualBox Q. And we'll take the default there, VirtualBox host DKMS. Yes, continue. Password. And proceed with installation. And proceed. And that's VirtualBox installed. Have a look for VirtualBox. There it is there. We need to add the VirtualBox USB support R. Let's do that. Hopefully that's added. I don't think I needed to reboot. And we'll try the shared folder one as well. I don't know whether I need to do that in here or not. I'll just run that command anyway. And the extension pack. Now the extension pack has been set up for this particular version of VirtualBox, but once that changes, yes, agree to that. Once that version changes, that may have to be changed. The command will have to be changed. So that's the extension pack installed. So let's open VirtualBox and see if the extension pack is installed. Preferences, extensions, and there's the extensions. So that's all done. So like I said, if that change, if once that version changes, the commands are going to have to be changed within this bash script. So I'm going to install YouTube DL, and that's installed, and permissions have been set. And last of all, Web App Manager from Linux Mint. Let's install that. Couldn't find the ICE program, ICE SSB from Peppermint within the Arch Linux repos or in the AUR. So I don't know whether Web App Manager has taken over all of that or they're looking after that. Not sure. And proceed with installation. Yes, continue that installation. Web App Manager is installed. Now, whether the command in the bash script works or not, you still get that message anyway. So if there's something wrong, it may not be installed. So let's try Web App Manager, Web Apps. Let's check that out. So I just wanted to know whether it picks up both browsers. Yeah, oh, it picks up all of them. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's good. So now we can exit. And we can close that. Now that was pretty easy to do. Now if we go back to scripts, I've got my Plex install. So let's just have a look at that quick. /Plex, hit the tab key, and that's my Plex install if I wanted to install that, but I've got a system running Plex anyway, so I don't need to install it on here, maybe the player. So that's my Plex install. Flatpak support, so if you need to install Plex Media Player, you're going to need the Flatpak support, so you've got Debian Ubuntu 2004 Plus, and install Flatpak support for Arch, and then you can go ahead and install the Plex Media Server on Arch and Debian Ubuntu, and the Flatpak will just be on any system really. So I'm not going to install that on here. I just thought I'd separate that because that was originally within the Coles admin, I think, or it could have been on the Flatpak apps install actually. So let's just quickly check that out. /FLA, tab that. So this is my Flatpaks. Now I'm not going to install all Flatpaks here. I think GIMP's already installed, Handbrake's already installed, LibreOffice is already installed. Now the main things I want to use on here, but I've got them there in case I need them on other systems. So this Flatpak installation here, I want to go through that on a separate video. There are reasons why I want to do that. But the only things I'm going to install with Flatpak on here is my Cherry Tree, Signal and Telegram, OBS and KDN Live. I'll explain all of that in another video. So let's exit that. So that's pretty much my Arch setup. So every time I jump ship on my main system, I always do a video about that. So I've got a timeline of when I've installed. So that was took a lot longer than expected because I was checking out for the first time Bash script working and my Bash script in action and setting up this system. So I know that I'm pretty confident that that's all working. Just a couple of hiccups there that I have to sort out. But besides that, everything worked a-okay. I'm starting to like this mouse scroll wheel on here is pretty handy. And using Cinnamon, Control Alt, I think if we get rid of that, if we go Control Alt, right arrow, you can do that as well in GNOME, and the same in Cinnamon, I believe. So you can do it that way as well. But there's no need for introductions to this. It's a Arch install using the EZarcher. And let's just check that out real quick. Linux distros and EZarch. And this is the EZarch project where I spun up this ISO and a couple more to suit my personal needs. It can be used by others, I suppose. Suppose the only question is if I do share these ISOs, they probably need some sort of check, like an SHA-256 check or something. I don't know how you do that because I can upload them to my GitHub account and my Bash scripts as well if anybody finds them interesting and want to try them out. Otherwise, I could share the ISOs, I believe, if people want to try them. Like I said, I've got GNOME, Cinnamon and XFCE, so I'm going to use this to put on other systems as well. So thanks eznix for your hard work. It's worked out pretty well for me right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, these scripts here, 1, 2, 3 are mine. So if you find them interesting, I could upload them to GitHub. This one here is mainly just personal for me, to be honest. And there are some ones that people can find interesting to use, which is the Google Chrome, I suppose, install, Popsicle, Virtualbox, and the Virtualbox USB support, and all those things. YouTube DL Web App Manager, they all come in handy for a lot of other people. I may separate this one and just make this Coles admin for my system, and then create the link. So from install Google Chrome and down, I could make that a completely separate Bash script that people could use. So that's what I might do, separate those and then maybe upload them to GitHub and people can try them out if they wish. Or they can even do what I did. They can mess around with that and make it their own. That's another option as well. So anyway, I think this video has gone on long enough. Just wanted to check Popsicle is installed. There it is, Popsicle. I quite like that. It fits in well with the GNOME desktop as well. So I got used to using that on Pop! OS. And I'm looking forward to using the web app manager as well. So that was my Arch Linux install and setup from my own spun up ISO using the EZarcher project. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting and informative, and thanks for watching.